How did you get the idea for the Nude Chainsaw?
Well, it all derived from the idea for a series which is actually going to be the underlying basis for this whole project. You see, I've been preoccupied with the whole topic of environmental protection for a very long time. And so I just wanted to try bringing together those different perspectives. Environmental as well as animal protection and genetically altered food, but not in a documentary way to be aired way past midnight on television, but rather a series which is able to amaze and carry away people and has an interesting storyline as well as important and informative contents. So, in a nutshell, this is more or less how I came up with it. Or some might also say that I just listened to the elves.
Manche würden auch sagen, ich habe einfach den Elfen zugehört.
Who do you want to reach with this project?
Ich möchte schon die Menschen erreichen, die sich...
I want to reach the people who might not yet be interested in topics like environmental protection and genetically altered food, and I will try to raise their interest for the story, good versus evil. I want to enthrall and excite them while at the same time conveying informative contents, which other people might get from very different kinds of shows.
Where does the title, The Nude Chainsaw, come from?
It is about a naked, bare chainsaw, because in German you would also talk about bare or raw anger, where in English you might say bright rage. It is related to the blank steel of a sword, for instance, and is a metaphor for taking action against something. Cat, the Dark-Elf, is furious and takes the metaphorical nude chainsaw into her own hands because, as she says herself, there is no silence anymore in the woods. There is the sound of chainsaws cutting down trees, noise everywhere, just like we ordinary people can hear it all the time. There is no place of silence left, and I don't mean a super nanny-like place of silence for naughty kids, but I mean a calm place to relax.
Why is the Dark Elf cat attacking people just now?
Well, she doesn't attack people, but she redeems zombies, so to say, since they are infected and cannot be killed by humans anymore. Due to the consumed gene food, they have been modified and altered into something zombie-like. They aren't real zombies, as in the sense of the undead coming back to roam the world, but they simply change their human state to something unhuman. And the Dark-Elves are the only ones with the ability to grant them redemption, which is not a form of killing or slaughtering, but it is a form of freeing them out of this awful state. And this is, I think, the big difference. That's why Cat as Dark-Elf is challenged to take action against them.
Deswegen ist Cat als Dunkelelfe gefordert, gegen sie vorzugehen.
The zombies then are mutant humans. Who do the elves represent?
Die Elfen sind Elfen. Die sind ja da.
The elves are elves. They are here. I mean, I hope that no one doubts their actual existence. They are real. So the elves represent real elves.
Nichts anderes.
Nothing else.
How was the work with the team?
Die haben mich alle gehasst und waren froh.
They all hated me and were glad when the filming was finally over. No, well, maybe? No, seriously. It was a lot of fun and the whole crew was incredibly motivated. It is work financed solely by private funds. We only received minimal sponsoring and relied on everything we could get from friends, colleagues, all sorts of lovely and charitable people. I can't even call it a team, because it's a family in that sense. All of them took care of so many things, even weeks in advance, from makeup to costume design, music, audio, actors, the locations, the people. It's all inseparable. For example, Rainer Kastens, who gave us the farm ground and was arranging props around the set with his forklift, or other people. It is honestly inseparable. Normally you would go about a shooting saying, yeah, we paid for this location. But in our case, everyone was actively involved. So we had cream of pumpkin soup from a very nice friend, Birgit, as catering, and then later the apple pie. What I mean to say is that it's simply a different way of working together, and I'm confident that it comes through in the movie. Profit-greedy corporations and corrupt politicians had led the world to the verge of the abyss. A mass of greedy consumers danced more and more ecstatically on ice that got thinner and thinner, until it broke. And the army of the Dark-Elves rose to support the few guardians among humankind.
Rescue